Stop. What worked for somebody else doesn't mean it's going to work for you. All the tips I share with you guys is what my journey looked like, how I was able to intercede and come into wholesaling real estate. I had a lot of time that I could accolade to it at the time. You do not have the time. Don't expect it to go the way that it went for me. All the information you've been given from all these wholesaling real estate individuals, and make it your own story. Stick to your own journey. God doesn't make anybody the same. He never made a mistake, and he's not going to start now. There's a journey attached to you. So just take what we say with a grain of salt and then try them out. The biggest thing that I can tell you that will help your business grow in wholesaling is release yourself from thinking it's going to go the same way it went with everybody else you've heard. Let's just jump right into today's video. Number one thing that I keep hearing is that I can't get a deal. I'm looking for my buyers. I can't find buyers. I'm looking for the area and the market to go into. Take a breath and plan out your business. Just like you do with every other part of your life. If you have a job to go to on Monday morning, you can't make food that morning, correct? You got to make food either the night before or you wake up earlier to make food, but you have to plan that out. Because you're not going to just wake up and think that, oh, well, I'm going to be able to just make food in the morning the same time I wake up and then get to work on time. It's not going to happen. Too many people think that you don't need to plan your future. You don't need to plan finances being attracted to you. You have to. Your journey is depending on the planning that you have behind it. Do not think it's just going to come to you. Another piece of advice is that stop thinking it's going to be like everybody else's story. It is not. It's your own story on how you come to wholesaling. And if you choose to share your story with other people, also know that they're not going to have the same story as you. Because that's just the nature of the thing. The nature of how God has created everybody to have their own journey. It builds resilience because this is your journey and your story. Another piece of advice is a lot of times I'm hearing a lot of these real estate gurus talking about their kind of format, yet personally it didn't work for me. It did not work for me. What worked for me is actually starting in reverse. They're telling me, a lot of real estate people that I've met told me first, pick a market. Okay, so first and foremost, the biggest thing you can do, and I keep telling this, the biggest thing you can do is not to just jump in and pick a market. You don't even know what real estate is sometimes. You don't even know what a market is. You don't know why you should pick a market, what type of market you should be picking. You don't know any of that. And you're just going in thinking you're just going to shoot and then you're going to get a yes. It's not going to happen. You have to know what you're going into. Educate yourself. I'm not going past that. I'm not going to keep running and telling you guys different things to do just to keep putting videos out there and people doing things and it's not working for them. Because it's not going to work. You have to educate yourself on your market. You have to educate yourself in the industry itself, or you're not going to do well. You're not going to do well in the industry. I've talked about this so many times because, again, like I said in my last video, it is the bread and butter to you making money. You have to know what you're doing. Just like thousands of people go to school and then they enter into that field of industry and then grow to master it, the same thing with real estate. You have to be able to learn, okay? You can't just jump in and think it's going to be quick money. No. Money will be attracted to you as the wisdom and the education you have gathered. So take a second and go educate yourself. Before you watch any more of this video, watch how you can actually enhance your education. I have a video that I'll link down below. Go take a look at that video and then come back to this video and finish watching it, because it is so important that you educate yourself. Number one way, and again, I'm just going to keep repeating myself because this is the way that works for me. I'm not going to come and bring you guys information that doesn't make sense to me. But pick a niche. You have to pick a niche. Now you know what you're going after. Picking a niche is kind of like picking a market, but if you've picked a certain area, a certain state, now in that state, what am I going to focus on? You're not saying just I'm going to pick a certain county or a city. No, pick the industry that you want to dominate and master. And that can be pre-foreclosures, tax liens, it can be probate deals, it can be any kind of wholesaling that you want to do. You pick it. And now learn as much as you can about that. Do not, that I hear so many wholesalers telling you the first thing is to do is to pick a market. You don't even know what wholesaling is or real estate is sometimes, and it's maybe a side hustle for you. If you want to speed up your process, pick a niche. You need to know where you're going. Okay? Focus in on one thing, and then as you grow, you can spread your wings out and then pick more of a market. But you want to niche down to a specific type of wholesaling. And then in that specific type of wholesaling, then you can pick a market. But I feel like they're always just saying pick a market, but yet you're picking tax liens, pre-foreclosures, you're calling all these different types of properties in a one market, but then not getting anything. Because you're shooting a shot at so many different things. Pick one thing and then pick your market. Number 2, do not worry about your buyer's list. Oh my God, I have seen myself when I was learning, everybody's telling you need a buyer's list. The buyer's list did nothing for me. I created a buyer's list for like at least 50 different buyers. Did nothing. Okay? Why? Because if I didn't have a deal to present to these buyers, what does it matter to have a buyer's list? So I made sure I was more honed in on actually finding the deal than making a buyer's list. I'm wasting time trying to find buyers, yet I don't have a deal yet. Buyers will be attracted once you have a deal. Regardless, they're going to come out of the woodworks. People that you maybe had a buyer, they're going to have 50 other buyers coming to your deal. As long as you have a deal, you have buyers. Don't worry about that. Okay? So make sure that you're not focusing on your buyers list. And what you are focusing on for number 2 is your script. Okay. Many people I feel like don't even talk about that. But if you're calling a seller and saying, hey, this is whoever this is, and have you ever thought about selling your property? They're going to hang up right away. Because you have 5 seconds before these sellers, whoever's on the other end, going to hang up on you. You have 5 seconds to get your point across and to get somebody to want to stay on the phone with you. Worry about your script. It is so important. Stop worrying about the buyer's list. Write a solid, good script, and I'll link my pre-foreclosure set down below. Send me an email. I can send it to you, but write it out. Write it out. And conversations, of course, be flexible because they will go different routes sometimes. But as long as you have someone guiding you and guiding the conversation, you'll be okay. But worry about your script. Stop worrying about a buyer's list. And stop worrying about every other person telling you what to do. This is your journey and your story. And if you want it to be as successful as you do, stop trying to be somebody else. The third thing, now that you have your script, you develop a contract. And you can also work with a lawyer on this just to make sure you have everything in place. And if you guys need a couple lawyers, depending on the state you have, send me an email. I can send you a list of what I know and if it could help you guys. But the biggest thing you want to have is a contract backing you. Why? Because sometimes sellers will say, yes, I'm ready. And they're just eager to actually sign a contract or to hear that you actually have a contract. Now that also solidifies that you've done deals. It is important to have on hand and ready because you never know when a seller is going to say yes right away. Sometimes, most of the time, you go into the conversation thinking no, which is a mindset that should change. But you never know when a seller is actually going to say yes. So make sure you're ready prior to the seller ever giving you a second to actually try to get ready. You want to be ready when they present that yes. And you can say, even when they do say yes, okay, I'm going to send you a contract over that you can sign. So then we can just get the ball rolling. So now at least you know you're going to work directly with them. And they're not going to go behind your back to go find somebody else. Fourth step. This is when you market. meaning this is when you attract buyers to your deal. This one is crucial. Now, don't just go on any Facebook group, and I can make a video on where you guys could actually market your deals. Let me know if you want to see that in the comments down below. And before I actually give you that tip, subscribe to this channel and like this video so it can be pushed out to more people who want to see this kind of content. But let's get back to it. Make sure you're actually marketing your deals in a good way. You want it to be appealing to whoever buyer sees this. Take a photographer. You don't need to hire a professional photographer or videographer. You can do it yourself. So actually take a good, nice picture. A video is really good for buyers to see it without seeing it in person first. So it is a really good idea to actually take videos as well and put it up when you're marketing. Go onto Canva and create a good ad. Create something that attracts people to your post. It is important because people they're gonna scroll by if it doesn't look appealing to them. You need something that grabs their eye, grabs their attention. And this is something that we kind of push under the rug on how a lot of these wholesalers can actually get their deals from seller to closing pretty quickly. You took to actually market your deal correctly and not just put up a picture of the property and quickly wrote something. No, write something that's catchy and that can grab your attention. Realtors do these best because they have to put it on the MLS. So if you have a realtor friend, give them a call and see if there's some kind of wording you can use that will better attract your buyers. The fifth thing is now actually going to closing and solidifying everything and everybody getting paid. So now the seller will sell their house, the buyer will get their purchase through a contract, just like we had spoke about earlier, and then you'll get your fee for assigning it from the seller to the buyer. Again, like I said in my last video, be transparent with these sellers and the buyer. First and foremost, your script lets them know everything that's going to happen. It doesn't mean you have to verbally say every little detail that's going to happen from start to finish, but you tell them in a way that they know what's going to happen with their property. It will make things a lot smoother and better for you to actually get in and out of the property as well. Because these buyers aren't going to just take your video and your pictures and just say, I want to buy it and give the money for it. They're most likely going to want to see it in person. But you're going to have to bring them in and out of the seller's house that you're trying to wholesale. So make sure these sellers are aware of what you're doing, the ins and out of it. And it's really important to stay honest and your integrity high. It gets you pretty far. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more kind of content like this, leave me a comment down below. I'll definitely be doing more videos. Let me know what you guys want to see for 2024 and 2025. And God bless you. Have a blessed rest of your week. See you soon.